Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna make this YouTube video on 1963 Chevy Impala Super Sport console shifter plates. This is not the entire console, just the front section where the shifters are. So, just a little informative video as far as maybe if you're looking for one or in the market to buy one, whether you want to buy one used, driver condition one, or one to restore, or just the things to look for, and what is and what isn't on a console. So yeah, so check it out. So 1963 Chevy Impala consoles. The consoles is actually the plastic part that goes behind the shifter box with the door. But what I have here is the shifter plates, okay? And a lot of people call these consoles, but these are not consoles. These are actually the front shifter plate, okay? I refer to them as just the console shifter plate, just for the simple fact that it kind of does have to connect with the console. They're actually separated, they're not together. So a couple things to look for. I've gotten these over the last couple of years, and there are a lot of things that one should look for when you're looking into buying one used off of eBay or OfferUp. I've actually bought a couple of on eBay. I've found a handful on OfferUp over the years. I've even sold some on eBay and OfferUp a couple of times. I've sold the shifter plates themselves, and I've also sold complete sets with the actual console box as well. The console boxes are somewhat kind of hard to come by for some reason. These you can find somewhat readily available on OfferUp or eBay, or maybe even Facebook Marketplace from time to time. But if you are in the market for one, a used one, a really good used one, there's always good used ones out there. Sometimes they look like garbage on picture, but all it takes is a little bit of elbow grease and a little bit of love, and they can look really nice like these. I've actually done a lot of cleanup on these right here, so that's why they look pretty nice. But they do still have flaws. They're all gonna have flaws if they're used, so don't expect anything new, old stock, or NOS from somebody on OfferUp or eBay or Facebook Marketplace, or even at your local swap meets, because new old stock, I actually seen one for sale on eBay once, and they were asking, I think, about $800-$1,000 for it. So they're not cheap. Aftermarket, I believe you can buy the complete set with the shifter plate, whether it's for an automatic or a 4-speed. I believe they cost in like the $550 range, maybe plus tax. You're looking at well over $600. But going into what to look for when you're in the market for one. So right off the bat, this one here, this is the most recent one I've found, and I might be keeping this one for myself. Don't fool yourself. Usually anybody out there, when they're out there shopping for parts for their own car, they're actually gonna keep the best stuff for themselves. That's usually how it is. But this one here, I found it about 2 months ago or so, and it cleaned up very well. It was missing the shifter indicator here for automatic and 4-speed. And just so you do know, in case you're in the market for one for a 4-speed shifter plates, it has the shifter indicator here. It's just a little small area with all the 4 speeds and reverse. Okay, and then obviously an automatic is going to look like this. It's a whole entire plate that actually covers over this section here. Okay, except for the 4-speed, you're just going to have the little deal here, goes in there, and it's fastened on with the hardware on the bottom. Then you got your shifter boot. These shifter plates, they tend to crack in certain areas, and I will show you where in just a moment. Right here, they tend to crack. This one is not cracked, thankfully. This one is really nice. The chrome is very shiny. Does have some really minor hairline scratches, but overall the chrome is really nice. I did clean it up a little bit. I like to use chrome cleaner, like, you know, like a Mother's or something. I like to use this one here, that Blue Magic. That stuff works really good. The engine turned insert was in really good shape. This is probably the nicest one I've seen in a while. If you want perfection, then you need to buy a brand new one, because it doesn't matter how well preserved the car was or how well preserved the console shifter plate was preserved. These things all have scratches. They have scuffs, scratches, dings, minor scrapes, you name it, they have it. And I'm pretty sure you could tell by this video that that's exactly what it is, and that's how you are gonna find them. You can clean them up as best as possible, but it's always gonna have some type of flaw. The one that I'm planning on keeping here, if you can notice here, there's some very light scratches there, and up here in the front as well. Okay, but getting to what you need to look for, this one here in particular cleaned up really nice as well. But this one did have some of the pot metal breaking off here. And this one here, I bought it on eBay. I remember buying this one, and the individual on there just didn't take the best pictures, and that's what usually people will try to do, not take good pictures of these things, you know, so you don't really know exactly what you're buying. But when you do buy one of these, always try to make sure that you have all the hardware, the shifter indicator. And this is an old boot, you know, you're obviously better off buying a new boot, but just here to give you an example, you know, you got 4 screws that hold the shifter boot onto the indicator, and then you got some hardware here that holds the actual bezel of the shifter indicator in place as well. Okay. The emblem, I have seen some like this, and then I see others like this. Okay, and then I see others like this, and I'll tell you the difference right now. These two are like the last two over here. So the emblem here, this is factory. This has never been messed with. It hasn't fallen out of place. It's still being held on by the I guess what you can call kind of like a rivet type style, like a flange. So they kind of just hit it, or don't know what they used back then exactly, but that's how it's held in place. This one here, I used some clear silicone, and let it sit, and it hasn't moved since. And then you have some that look like this, that it actually has the I'm forgetting the name of these things right now, but anyhow, the emblem has a stud and it's held in place in the back by the can't remember the name right now. It cuts into the metal, something like that. But anyhow, the things to look for, obviously, you know, if you're looking for one and you see it in person, take a good look at it. These things they get a lot of pitting. I've actually seen a couple of them that have like really bad pitting, to the point where it's all this section here, sometimes in and around this area over here, it's just really bad, you know. And you know, you'll never be able to get any shine out of it by using some metal polish. I also like to use some steel wool also. First, I'll clean it with soap and water, and then let it dry off, and then I'll get some soap and water with some steel wool and do it again, and let it dry off, and then I'll use some chrome polish to give it a really nice shine. But always remember, you're never going to get perfection out of these things unless you buy it brand new. I'm not a big fan of reproduction parts. That's why I'm always in the market to buy original stuff. This one here, like I said, I'm probably going to keep it for my 63 project that I have. This one here, somebody did a little bit of work to it too. It's not being held in place like they originally are. Somebody actually took that engine turned section here, and now it's being held in place by screws, as you can see. And from the factory, they were held in place like that, just like so. Okay. So mind you, this video, just wanted to share, you know, just the different type of issues that these things do have. You're never gonna find one perfect. The only thing close to perfect, I believe, is NOS, new old stock. And if you got the pockets to buy a new old stock, kudos to you, because those things are very expensive. I'd say you'd at least be paying at least close to $1,000 for one, just this section alone. If you're in the market for a shifter plate and console box, at the moment I don't have any complete sets, but I will in the near future. You can look at the description of this video, and you'll find my Instagram, and every now and then I post some for sale on there. Okay, and hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it was informative for everybody. Okay, thanks for viewing, appreciate it.